Hey, everybody, it's Friday night in Westcliffe, Colorado, the exciting town of 1,000 people. And what am I doing? I'm sitting here in my kitchen with my ceramic pig and my bad Swisher Sweet cigar that's grape flavored. Grape. I got two, a package of two right here, baby. And I got my tacos light right there. It should say tacos, but it's a little blurry. Let me go this way. and I'm wearing my University of American Samoa Law School sweatshirt right here, baby. Go Land Crabs, University of American Samoa Law School. That's right. Don't you know it? Anyway, I'm going to smoke this bad cigar. There we go. Oh, yeah. Come on, baby, light my fire. Light my fire. You know, I grew up, I was a little kid in the 70s. I mostly grew up in the 80s. I finished high school, graduated in 1989. I remember in the 70s, it was really common to, go over somebody's house and you could smoke a cigarette in their house and that kind of thing. So that's what I'm doing right now. I remember my grandmother, sometimes when I smell the scent of cigarette smoke, I think of my grandmother. She used to smoke. She actually quit I think she was around 80 and she quit in her 80s. That's really impressive. So she did a good job. But you know what? A cigar every 6 months, it'll do. Who knows what this is about? University of American Samoa Law School. Who knows what it's about? Is there anyone out there? You should get a prize. All right. I'm a little frustrated at people because they don't know what it's about. But what are you going to do? And actually, you know what? I'm going to open up the door here because I do want some ventilation. Get the door wide open here. Get some cool air. Oh, yeah. Don't you know it? I got Miguel here. Miguel was the very first pig I bought like 5 or 6 years ago. Miguel. I bought Miguel in 2-back, and he's a great one. He's got a lot of detail. The blue, a lot of orange flowers. And this nice little green design on his cheek. I guess that's his cheek right there. It's not too shabby. All right. I am indeed home in Westcliffe. And I spent 3 months on the road. I spent roughly 2 months in 2-back, Arizona. 3 weeks in Yuma. And then like a week in southern Utah. Palms, the Joshua Tree National Park. I spent a week in Gila Bend, a couple of days in Ajo. It came out to 3 months and a week, I think. Now I'm back in Westcliffe. Hopefully, I will be returning to the Southwest. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Right now, I'm here in my home in Westcliffe, where it's pretty darn cold. 7,900 feet in elevation. The mountains will just kick your ass. The elevation will kick your ass. I went for a run yesterday. I went to the end of my road and came back. And man, I was just gasping for air. So I'm going to go for another run tomorrow because I got to lose weight. I'm too fat. So, anyway, anyway. Actually, the truth is it hasn't been that cold in Westcliffe. Today it hit 55 degrees, which is pretty darn, that's amazing for February. It's been a very mild winter, I've been told. And there's hardly any snow out there. There's snow on the mountains, but down here in town, there's hardly any snow. So there you go. And really, if you know what this shirt is about, you've got to make a comment. All right. University of American Samoa Law School. Okay. It's got a nice little seal. The seal's pretty cool. It's got palm trees. There it is. The great 1979. That has something in Latin right here. I'm going to have to look that up. Whatever that says. It's a good school. There you go. All right. So I keep smoking this bad cigar. It's not too shabby. It's not too shabby. It's not too shabby. Yeah, life is not too shabby. All right, let me sit over here. I want you to see all the stuff on the wall. The fish, the license plates. One says Snowbird. The sun face. There's an elephant jingly thing, like a wind chime. There's a lawyer up. Wait, this way. Lawyer up. That's a New Mexico license plate. A little picture. And I got a butterfly. And then up here, my friend Brandy got me a shirt that says, "Make it a great day in the desert." Because that's what I always say in Arizona. I just tell people, make it a great day in the desert. It's kind of sad because I can't say that right now. Now I just say, okay, bye. But the greeting, when it's like you're in the desert, there's cactuses and it's remote, wild desert, then it's like, hey, make it a great day in the desert. You know? I'm just going to invite hello to all 3 people watching. Please say hello. What's your favorite Not Too Shabby video? Let's just talk about that. What's your favorite Not Too Shabby? Oh, wait, it went out. My bad cigar went out. Ooh, this is there you go. Really, what's your favorite Not Too Shabby? How's your winter been going? You know what I mean? Here, I'm going to invite Glenda. I want Glenda to come by. You know, you're not supposed to inhale the smoke. I need the smoke to go that way. I need It's my house. It's my goddamn house. I'll smoke a cigar if I like it. Yeah. I stayed in Airbnbs for the most part during my 3 months down in Arizona. And I've rented rooms from people previous years. And I'm so tired of tiptoeing around and upsetting the people I'm renting from. And, you know, and don't make anything dirty. I get it. Be a good roommate. I am a good roommate. But now it's like I'm home and I'll swear if I want to swear. I'll just smoke a cigar in my kitchen if I wish. I'm in Westcliffe, for crying out loud. This town is like so... It's just so small and isolated. It's really beautiful. It's really freaking beautiful and simple. And I work from home. So it's like, I have no commute. I just work in my living room over there. And it's like, you know, the coffee shops are like 3 blocks away. Sometimes I'll walk, usually when it's warmer. But right now, I'll just get in my car and just drive to a coffee shop, treat myself to a coffee, you know, or the supermarket's like 5 blocks away. Pick up some groceries. The Dollar General's 2 blocks that way. Where did I buy that? And I bought this at the Shell station over there. Anyway, everything's like within, at most, it's like a 6-block drive going around Westcliffe. You just got the stunning, huge mountains, and it's kind of like a rural little town. Everyone waves at you and is friendly. No one's driving like a maniac. You know, I was in Albuquerque. People were just driving crazy. And then I started driving crazy because I was picking up on the stress. And I don't know. So anyway, Westcliffe, it's not a shabby town. Go check out my videos. Probably tomorrow or sometime over the weekend, I'm going to try to do a good scenery video with like landscape where I'm doing it horizontally. I'm really going to try to do a good video showing the scenery. All right. It's a nice town. Hey, Hearts. How are you doing? I'm here in my kitchen on a Friday night, baby. Don't you know it? I'm smoking a grape-flavored cigar. I've got Miguel, my pig. I'm in Colorado, and you know because of my Colorado flag up there. But I do have an Arizona-themed license plate right there. So that is a little confusing. And American Samoa is represented today with my brand new University of American Samoa Law School sweatshirt. It kicks ass. This makes me cool. This sweatshirt. It does. It just does. I'm just speaking the truth. It's not arrogance if it's true, is it? Hearts, what are you doing? What are you up to in your life? And what's a favorite not too shabby of recent time? Has there been a not too shabby that I've made that you've particularly liked? Because I'll play it for you and I'll give you the backstory on it. All right. All right, we'll invite. I'm inviting my friends as I'm waiting for Hearts to comment. So, let me invite Rick. Hey, Rick, I am live streaming from my kitchen in Colorado right now. Period. Join us? ? Rick and Joyce are people in Y, Arizona. I met them a couple of weeks ago, and we'll see if they come by. You haven't had a chance to watch it? Not too shabby? Hearts. You're breaking my shabby heart. I'm just teasing. But come on, they're only 8 seconds long. All right, I tell you what I'll do. Let me just play the 10 most recent not too shabby videos just for you. Okay? Here we go. Wait. All right, here are the last 10. All right, here we go. The first one is related to Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, okay? But it's good. Here we go. Oh, wait, here we go. All right, here are the last 10. It's a Gus keychain. Not too shabby. I love that. It's Mike Ermintrout's house. Not too shabby. It's a rooster over there. Not too shabby. They had a bunch of roosters in Yuma. It's beautiful artwork in a bathroom. Not too shabby. That was in Yuma. It's the Great Seal of the Fort Yuma Quechan Indians. Not too shabby. There you go. It's the Yuma School of Beauty. The Yuma School of Beauty. Not too shabby. It's the El Zarape restaurant. Not too shabby. This is a good place. It's Arizona Donuts. Not too shabby. I miss Yuma. I miss Yuma.
It's an ocotillo with orange leaves. Not too shabby. It's purple flowers on a desert hill. Not too shabby.
That was pretty. All right, let's do 10 more. 10 more.
I'm on Pilot Knob with a view of Mexico. Not too shabby. It's an abandoned Circle K.
Oh, yeah.
Not too shabby. It's the Imperial Sand Dunes. Not too shabby. It's a bicycle trail in Yuma. Not too shabby. It's the Cafecito coffee shop. Not too shabby.
That was in Yuma, Arizona.
It's the Colorado River. Not too shabby. It's downtown Yuma. Not too shabby. It's S&S Storage. Not too shabby.
That's where my Airbnb was.
It's Hatch Chili tortilla chips. Not too shabby.
One more.
I'm in a tiny home. Not too shabby.
There's 20. There's 20. There you go. Those donuts, it's called Arizona Donuts. It's like a mom and pop donut shop. It was pretty cool in there. The donuts were just bigger and they were good. They were a little more pricier, but they were still worth it. It was a good place. Arizona Donuts in Yuma. Don't you know it? Most of those were in Yuma. I miss Yuma. I miss Arizona. You know, watching those Not Too Shabby videos, it gets me thinking, what am I doing in Westcliffe in February? But here I am. Hey, Earhart's the Imperial Sand Dunes. The Imperial Sand Dunes. It's in far Southern California. If you're driving through, it's worth stopping and just hiking up one of those big dunes. And it's really beautiful. And so, Imperial Sand Dunes. Interstate 8, if you're driving between San Diego and Tucson, okay, you'll go through the Imperial Sand Dunes. Earhart's, go look it up on Airbnb. There's a tiny home in Yuma. It's not like, it depends on like what your definition of tiny is, but it's like a small trailer. It's like a small trailer. But it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Anyway, yeah. Hey, Frank, Not Too Shabby. Frank, do you have a favorite Not Too Shabby video? Because I'll play it for you and I'll give you the backstory. Frank, I'm back in Colorado. I think you were the guy that was like, oh, I love this channel because all he does is ride his bike in the desert and shows the scenery. I was like, okay, I enjoy doing that. But unfortunately, I'm in Colorado now. There's no desert. It's cold. I don't think I'm going to be riding my bike anytime soon. I'm going to try. I'll try. All right. But it's a long story while I'm back, why I'm back. But just bear with me. All right. Please move. Seriously. In the winter, there's like a 4-month period where Yuma's incredible. You know what I mean? December, January, February. Let's do mid-December to mid-March. 4 months where it's like, oh, I could live there. It's so nice. It's so warm. And then the desert, Yuma's right in the southwestern corner of Arizona. And California's right across the river. So, and actually, I kept spending time in California, kind of in that southeastern corner. There's Winter Haven. There's Felicity. The Imperial Sand Dunes. There are all these little roads, these little run down paved roads that nobody drives on. You go biking and you look at the desert and look at the ocotillo, look at the cactus. You know what I mean? So I had a lot of fun. And then there was that mountain. It's pretty much called Pilot Knob. The Native Americans, it's on the reservation. They named it Awi Qualal. Anyway, twice I hiked up that mountain, and it's right on the Mexico border. So you're up there, and then the Mexico border is like whatever, 0.2 of a mile away or 0.3 of a mile. So you can see the fence, the Colorado River. It's just beautiful up there. It was just beautiful. You know, in Colorado, some of the mountains we hike, it's like, it's a huge mountain. It's so intense. That was like just a small mountain, but once you get to the top, it's like, oh, wow, this is nice. So everyone go to my videos tab and check out Pilot Knob, or it's called Avi Qualal. So I can say something close to, I took the 0.3 to Yuma. What? I should go back to Yuma. Here's the thing, though, too. If I go back, my weightlifting coach, trainer, she's in Green Valley, which is in the Tucson area. And I really want to see Crystal because she pumps up my muscles so much. So I might go back to the Tucson area. The Yuma desert is just like, it's so hot. There's like hardly anything except sand and little black rocks, these little rock particles, and then just these crazy looking ocotillos here and there. And that's it. And then there's just brown mountains in the distance. It's very wild and it just has this foreboding feel. In the desert by Tucson, it's more packed. And it's got all sorts of different cactuses. And it's got mesquite trees and Palo Verde trees. And it's very like, it's a crowded desert where you got to really watch your step. And there's things scratching you. And anyway, I should just go to both. Somebody want to write me a big check. That's so embarrassing, but like seriously, I need more money. I need money. I'm not poor. I'm not going to be homeless or anything. I own this house, but finances are a factor here a little bit. Yeah. Oh yeah, Frank, I remember your comment. You know, okay, I was biking on the interstate. It's legal to bike there. I already explained that. I got to tell you, though, it feels safe when you're on the interstate. You know, trucks, they're staying in their lane. They're not messing with me at all. I'm more scared to be on a road where there's no shoulder and I'm in the suburbs and everyone's just annoyed that I'm even there and they're honking at me, that kind of thing. But on the interstate, you know, I kind of accentuated the trucks passing me with some editing. I mean, they did pass me, but the way I think I didn't exaggerate it, but I just accentuated the trucks a little bit. But it was a nice ride. By the way, let's do a weather check. Because today we did hit 55 degrees in Westcliffe. In Yuma, it hit 80. Okay. Here's what's great about Yuma. I thought Tucson was warm. You know what I mean? And then Phoenix is hotter than Tucson. And Yuma's like, you guys are a bunch of sissies. We're the hottest place in all of Arizona. In Yuma, it hit 80. In Tucson, it hit 78. Okay, it was close. All right. And then in Tubac, it only hit 75. Tubac is higher in elevation. Tubac's okay. I'm a big fan of Tubac. I bought Miguel in Tubac and a lot of things in Tubac. but it's just hotter in Yuma. By the way, it's 15 degrees in Green Bay, Wisconsin. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? 15 degrees. Oh my gosh. All right. By the way, does anybody know what this sweatshirt is about? The University of American Samoa Law School. You'll win a prize. I'll give you a prize. I don't even know what the prize will be yet. But the University of American Samoa Law School. The first person that kind of tells me the backstory wins a prize, okay? Although I'll admit, I don't even know what the prize is. It's like in baseball when they trade like this guy for this guy and a player to be named later. Okay, this cigar is terrible. It's too small. I'm going to throw it out. All right, we're done with the cigars. Whew. Oh, please. There you go. Yeah. University. I'm going to Google it. I want to see what it says. University. Wait. University of American. Wait, come on. Is my hello? Are we still on? Hopefully we're still on. But my garbage Chromebook is acting funny. There, are we still good? All right, we're still good. We're still good. I don't know why. My Chromebook is like 2 years old. They're good, but they're kind of crummy. Are we still going? Come on. Hopefully we're still going. Testing. Oh, we're going. Hopefully we're still going. Testing. Hey. We're going. Hey. Testing. Hey. We're going. Hey. 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 I just wanted to do that. Maybe Frank. Maybe Frank. Did you Google it? Who went to? It's the University of American Samoa. Go Landcrest. Frank's got. All right, Frank's got it. You got it, buddy. Samoa. Wait, I just want to look up. University of American. I want to go to a bar. And Frank, you got it. You got it. Yes. Somebody from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, which is a sequel of Breaking Bad, went to the University of American Samoa. I want to go to a bar and like some drunk person's like, "Oh, you went to law school?" And I'm gonna be like, "Yep, I sure did. Yep, proud." You know? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I actually bought this at the Breaking Bad store in Albuquerque. So there is a Breaking Bad store. I bought a Better Call Saul shirt. It's upstairs. I bought a Namaste. It's already hung up in my living room over there. But here's my Namaste. I got a New Mexico license plate that says Namaste. So, and by the way, if you haven't watched Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, what are you waiting for? Breaking Bad is in my opinion, one of the greatest shows ever. And then when Breaking Bad ended, Better Call Saul is like a sequel. You know what I mean? So if you really love Breaking Bad and you're like, "Oh, I'm so upset it's over. I want more. Better Call Saul is like a spinoff. It's I guess a sequel, but it's actually a prequel where the show takes place chronologically before the events of Breaking Bad happened. And it's just as good, if not better. It's a different show, but it's in the Breaking Bad. Anyway, you go watch it. Go watch it. That's my recommendation. So anyway, I think this cigar got me hyper. I actually have a second cigar. You know what? I'm just gonna smoke it. When I'm done with this second cigar, then I'm gonna be finished with the live stream. Swisher Sweets. Don't you know it? I'm gonna get a swig of my watermelon lime. This is good stuff. It's like a Gatorade type drink. Lots of what do you call it? The stuff that replenishes you, and it has more than just plain old water. It's good stuff. Hydrates you. So, oh, Frank, wait, no, from memory? So you've watched, seriously, I had so much fun. 2025, I journal, every year I journal about the year, at the end of the year, all the things that were new or whatever, the main highlights. And for me, the biggest highlight was I finally watched Breaking Bad in June and July. And it was so good. And then in like whatever, September, I started watching Better Call Saul. And there was another 60 episodes. I think it was like 63 of Breaking Bad. And then it was like 62 of Better Call Saul. And I watched through that whole series twice. And I finished right before New Year's Eve. And really enjoyed watching. So super funny, yet also a lot of drama. It's sort of like a crime drama. But there's just so many times where it's like funny or kind of emotional, where you're like, your emotions are super happy or sad or angry, or it just gets you thinking about life. And, anyway. Yeah, Erhards, I got to be honest with you. I'm not even disrespecting Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad was so good. When you're watching it for the first time, I think Breaking Bad is the greatest show ever. And I know that's a bold statement, but like the greatest TV series ever. Okay? Near the top at the very least. And then the thing was, the writers of Breaking Bad, and they were geniuses. It was the same writers. So I was like, all right. Now the writers of Better Call Saul, it was the same people. Now they were older, they have more experience, and like the videography was even better. It was even better. So anyway, that's just my opinion. I know how it is with TV shows and movies. Like there were some movies where I watched it and some of my friends loved it and I didn't like it. And I was all mad. And I was like, well, why was it? Well, I didn't see the point. Blah, blah, blah. All right, we're on to cigar number 2. Yeah, like the other analogy I would use is like Breaking Bad is like when you're 30 years old and you're this genius artist and you paint a masterpiece painting and everyone's like, oh my gosh, that is the best painting, that is a classic, put it in a museum already, that is so good. Okay, but then that painter is now 45 years old and it's like 15 years later and they're like, yeah, Breaking Bad, I mean, like that painting was great, but now look at the artwork I'm doing now. Like I have more experience, more knowledge. And so Better Call Saul sort of has that feeling of like they have more experience now. It's like an artist where they're doing even greater stuff. So that's all. Yeah, Eric, you haven't seen all of Better. Here's the thing about Better Call Saul. It's its own show and it's a little slower. It's not as crazy, dramatic, obviously from Breaking Bad, because it's more about it's a story about a lawyer, and it's about the personalities in his life. And it does pick up. Anyway, sometimes people have said that Better Call Saul is a little slow, and I actually would agree. But there's sort of this feeling of like, take a breath. Like let the show. It's more about the people and the character development, and even if you really still don't like the slowness, definitely in season 4 it really starts moving. Season 5 was really good. The latter half of season 5, the show is moving, and it feels like Breaking Bad, where you're like, oh my gosh, that happened, this happened. And then season 6, incredible season. It feels like Breaking Bad all over again, where you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. That happened. Oh my gosh, this happened. Oh my gosh, that happened. And you're going crazy. And by the way, the other thing too with Better Call Saul is you like, the thing about the show is you already know how it ends. Or at the very least, maybe the better way to put it is you at least know the fate of the main character, because you already watched Breaking Bad. So in some ways, it almost feels like a mystery, where you're like, okay, I know the fate of the main character, but how does it get there? And why does it get there? And then there is an actual final ending in the future. They film it, you know what I mean? Post Breaking Bad, where you actually do see, okay, I don't know what happens ultimately. And in the future, they show what happens. It's just a genius kind of show. So anyway, you got me talking about, seriously, I can talk about Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul all day. So then also, for those of you who watch Breaking Bad and he's in Better Call Saul, I have a Gus keychain. Remember my keys? And there's poor Gus. He's got his blue suit on. Blue suit and Gus. I love Gus. I also got a cactus on my keychain. And Gus. And what else do I have? Oh, my gin thing. Yeah, those are only 2. Anyway, so there you go. A Gus keychain. I got this at the Breaking Bad store in Albuquerque. So there you go. Oh my gosh. Anyway, do I have any requests for particular Not Too Shabbies that you would like to see? I got 8 people watching. What's the Not Too Shabby you want to see? How about, let's just play let's just see here. Wait. All right, just going to pick a random one. Abandoned buffet station.
It's an abandoned buffet station. Not too shabby.
I was in an alley in Ajo, Arizona, and there was just this buffet station. And I was like, this is so random. And I just thought it was not too shabby. So. Oh, speaking of TV shows.
It's my Pluribus shirt. Not too shabby.
Pluribus, the main guy who wrote Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, is now doing Pluribus. So I enjoyed the first season. We'll see where it goes and how good it gets. So there you go. All right, let's find another Not Too Shabby. Here.
It's a saguaro I named Ronaldo. Not too shabby.
I named it Ronaldo. So hello to all 5. There were 10 people watching. That was pretty cool. I'm now down to 6. Here's the scary tunnel.
It's a scary tunnel with graffiti. Ah! No!
There you go. Let me see here. Are we still going? Let me just see here. Testing. Okay, we're going. There you go. It's not a shabby night. It's Friday night. There's nothing to do in Westcliffe. I mean, on a Friday night, there's Chappie's Bar. There's the Dome Bar. I think that's like a bar kind of place. The bowling alley is, I think, open until 8 o'clock. Okay, you can go bowling. You know, Frank, you like my metal cacti? Thank you. Did you? So you saw I made a little short. I made a short. You know, I like making these shorts because people watch them. I get views, and it feeds my ego when I make videos that get lots of views. So it's already been watched 740 times. Here.
I don't live in the desert, but that's why I've got this metal art here. A barrel cactus, metal saguaros, metal ocotillo, and a prickly pear. I like the color in this one. Here's another saguaro. All made of metal. I don't live in the desert.
And it just loops. If you can, it loops, and then I've gotten somewhat good at finding good background tunes that enhance the video, and I got all these like smooth desert themed. One's called Desert Chill, another's called Mojave Desert Vibes, and it sort of fits with the desert. It's not too shabby. It's not too shabby at all. I'm just hoping this smoke is going out the door. My fan is upstairs. Anyway. By the way, speaking of the Breaking Bad stuff, I've got a Breaking Bad license plate. And I got a Lawyer Up license plate right there. That was Saul Goodman's license plate. And I think that's it. This is my taco sign. You see that? Tacos. This is my sun-faced woman. Isn't she pretty? She's mighty pretty. So, right here, I got a framed picture of Huell. Now, if you've watched Breaking Bad, you might know Huell. You see that? The lighting's really bad. There he is. There's Huell. Ha 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 ha. And he actually does more in Better Call Saul. But he is in Breaking Bad too. So, and in my kitchen, when you're in my house, the Wi-Fi is free. Don't you know it's free Wi-Fi in this house? I'm very generous about that. You don't have to pay. All right. There you go. I got 3 fish up there. 3 fish. Got a lot of things up here. I got a snake. A snake up there, a ceramic snake. There you go. All right. I've got my it's like a prickly pear. It's like a lamp. It's not quite a lamp, but it's got 2 light bulbs. It's a prickly pear lamp kind of thing. It's very artistic. So got lots of things. Ugh. There you go. Yes, exactly. Earhart's like Huell. I love Huell. Some of the background characters, many of them are just like they just make an impact where you it's like when you say, "Hey, I know that person. I know their personality." It's like you just know them and you just absorb their personhood, you know? Like Huell, love Huell. You know, there's still a church. Well, okay, I won't say anything. Watch Better Call Saul. I promise you, there's some cool things about Huell in Better Call Saul. All right, you got to believe me. I'm not going to spoil it for you. Okay. Yeah, Huell. I got a picture of Huell in my house. Hold on. Let me get one more thing. Let me show you. It's over here. This is near the entrance of my home, but it's a FBI wanted. Wait, let's see. I'm gonna trying to get it without the wanted by the FBI, James Saul Goodman McGill. All right. Trying to show it without the glare. There we go. See it? So wanted by the FBI. Yeah, I printed out. On Reddit, somebody made this just like a little 8x11 thing. I printed it out and I went to Dollar General, and the frame was like $3 or $5, and it's up near the front of my living room, so it's pretty neat. Look, it says wanted by the FBI. Conspiracy to manufacture, distribute methamphetamine. Multiple accounts of money laundering. Accessory to multiple murders. Accessory to multiple murders of a law enforcement officer. Oh my gosh. There's more. I don't want to give away too much. Seriously, though, I'll just say one last thing about Better Call Saul. After I watched Breaking Bad, I really was like, I had that purist mindset where I was like, is this going to be a sequel that's like kind of crappy and is going to take, you know, how like movies or good TV shows, there's a spin-off and it's not as good. You know what I mean? I really was thinking, I don't know that I want to watch Better Call Saul. And it actually, I waited like 3 or 4 weeks. And my trainer's son talked to me, Jacob. He's like 20, and somebody else did. And then I went to the Breaking Bad store. This was in August. One of the owners of the Breaking Bad store, he talked to me and he was like, he just encouraged me to watch it. And I'm so glad I did, because it's like, I just can't explain it. All I know is like, I loved Breaking Bad. And you don't have to be sad after you watch Breaking Bad. You don't have to be like, oh, it's over. Because there's actually more with yeah. So, yeah, Shadoza. Yeah, you get it. You get it. Yeah, no, you're right. It was, in a lot of ways, yeah, I would agree. Better Call Saul is better in a bunch of ways. And look, I've got a University of American Samoa law school. I got this shirt. I got this sweatshirt. Isn't this amazing? It's not too shabby. It's not too shabby. And we can talk about something else if you want, or you know what I mean. I get like really animated about this topic, but you know. All right, take care of your Shadoza. It's nice to see you, buddy. Okay, you got it. You got it, buddy. I met Shadoza in the comment section. I met him it was March 2017. I was doing a not too shabby video in front of his house or near his house. All right. I'm going to show it to you in just a moment. All right. I was making a not too shabby and I kind of was loud about it. Like I was like, not too shabby. And he actually ran out from his door and came out to the road. And he was like, is everything okay? Is everything okay? And it was Shadoza. And I was just telling him, hey, I'm biking across America right now. I'm happy that I make these not too shabby videos. Here's the video.
It's the Texas state line. Not too shabby.
So Shadoza comes running out. I didn't know who he was. And you know what I mean? Like he was like, what's going on? Is everything all right? And I'm just some guy on a bicycle with my bright yellow attire and my bike. And I was biking across America. And I was in New Mexico. He lives in New Mexico, really close to the Texas state line. Crossed into Texas. And I had to celebrate. When you're biking across the country and you cross into another state, that's something to celebrate. Yeah, so Shadoza has kept in touch with me, and I really appreciate that. And he's a good guy. And so it's pretty cool. Isn't that cool? That's going to be 9 years. Next month, it's going to be 9 years. So pretty neat. I don't think I'm ever going to bike across America again. I think I'm done. I'm retired. But I did it 3 times and it was fun. A lot of fun. So let me play it one more time.
It's the Texas state line. Not too shabby.
There you go. That was a pretty neat story. I was where was I? In between Las Cruces and El Paso. I was biking south, crossed the line, and I was headed towards El Paso. So on that trip, I was in El Paso, Texas, and I biked across Texas. And it was like a long time. I remember when I crossed into Louisiana, it was like, I was just so, it wasn't, I was just relieved to finally be out of Texas. And Texas was good to me. I had lots of friends. All right, let's see. Here we go.
I'm now in Louisiana. Not too shabby.
Logansport, Louisiana. Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, it was really long. I remember I was in El Paso. I went east on Highway 60. All right. I was going towards Salt Flat. There's one of those Border Patrol checkpoint kind of places. They can have them like sort of near the border. And they're just, the main thing they might ask is, are you a U.S. citizen? They might check your car to make sure you don't have any illegal, you're not, ooh, I just dropped my cigar here. You're not smuggling humans in your car. Well, I pull up in my bike and I'm like, he's just like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm biking across America. I'm headed to Florida. He was like, wow. I remember he was so impressed, and I just remember how he encouraged me. He was like, that's so amazing, So that was pretty neat. I actually crossed into New Mexico. I went into Carlsbad, New Mexico, and then eventually I hit Eunice, New Mexico, and then I crossed into Texas for good. So anyway, I'm just blabbing about bike trips. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So then I was in El Paso. I remember I actually took a day off. I took a day off in El Paso, Texas. And I just felt like it. And I got an Uber and they took me downtown. And I was walking around like the just outside of downtown. It was close to the border. And sorry about that. Yeah, like there was this Mexican music store and they were blasting music. Here it is.
It's a Mexican music store. Not too shabby.
I'm a fan of that kind of Mexican music. Yeah, Eunice. You've been to Eunice? I biked from Carlsbad, New Mexico to Eunice in one day. It was a long ride. I think it was like 70 something miles. Yeah, no, I love El Paso. Like Tucson's kind of like that. There's a lot of Mexican influence, like Spanish influence. Here, I was in Tubac. This was last winter. I was in Tubac, Arizona, in a Mexican restaurant where they had performers. Here.
It's two Mexican guitarists. Not too shabby.
Oh, that makes me that. Let me play it one more time.
It's two Mexican guitarists. Not too shabby.
There you go. I need to get back down there. That upsets me that I'm here. I want to go back down. That was at a restaurant in Tubac, Arizona. Yes, I sure did go to the Carlsbad Caverns. Of course I did. No, I shouldn't sound snobby. I had an amazing, first of all, I have a like 12-minute video of me hiking down like in the cave, starting above ground. And it's been watched like 700 times. Like YouTube picked up on it. And let's see how many. Here, wait. Carlsbad Caverns. Here we go. I just want to share this link to watch later if you're interested. But I've like this video. It's like a normal video where I just walk down over 12 minutes. It was so cool. It was so amazing. People, go to Carlsbad Caverns. I think I did one not too shabby inside the cave. Yeah, I only did one because they made it clear, like, don't make loud noises. Don't be very respectful. So I only did one. I think I whispered.
It's Silent Bell in Carlsbad Caverns. Not too shabby.
It's not a good not too shabby. I did one outside of the sign.
It's Carlsbad Caverns National Park. Not too shabby.
So there you go. Good old Carlsbad Caverns. Really, people, go to Carlsbad Caverns. Go watch the link. There's two ways to go down. The Carlsbad Caverns is like 650 feet below ground. All right. It's like 2 football fields. You can take an elevator. You can take an elevator and go straight down. And it's a huge area to walk around. Or there's the actual opening of a cave, and you can hike downhill for 650 feet. I want to say it's like a half-mile hike, something like a half-mile hike. I mean, it's all downhill. So it's not too hard on, it's a relatively easy hike because you're going downhill the whole way. Maybe if you have creaky knees, it's not a good idea. But and then I just took the elevator back up. You could hike back up if you want. That'd be good exercise. So, but actually the first time I took the elevator, the second time I did the cave. And it actually enriched the experience even more because I really got a feel for how deep the cave is and how long it takes. And like when they first discovered it, it was a cave. And anyway, you know what I'm getting at. So, by the way, I finished my cigar. And I've gone for 1 hour totally. I hate to say it, but Erhardt, I think you're the only one commenting. How would you feel about if I finished the live stream? Remember, stay out of trouble. Saul Goodman got into a lot of trouble. Erhardt, take care of yourself, buddy. All right? No worries, no pressure, no guilt about being busy, but I think you should subscribe to my channel and hit the bell maybe, you know? If you're having a hard day, go check out my latest Not Too Shabby video. All right, Matthew, hey buddy. Matthew, I'm finishing the live stream. But it's good to see you. All right. All right, really. Take care, everybody. So long and have a good night. Signing off from Westcliffe, Colorado. Be well. Bye, everybody.